Hello, beautiful family. How are you doing? Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. So, my realistic people, today, without not wasting much of your time, I just want to let you know that I love you. Please listen to this update and I'll be right back.
This will be a very quick broadcast. I want to share with humanity the reasons why Nigeria in particular and Africa in general are littered with prophets, so-called prophets. I'm going to show you what happens in the psychology of an average Nigerian. And I want you to know that the reasons are tied in with the evil intentions of man. The evil intentions of man. You know, the scripture tells us that the heart of man is profoundly wicked and evil. A lot of evil thoughts go in there. It takes a lot to sanitize these thoughts. It takes a lot. And until you become fully human, your thoughts are polluted with evil. Let me show you practical examples as to why Nigeria in particular is littered with prophets, so-called prophets. Let me begin with an average Nigerian who doesn't claim to be a prophet. Do you know that it doesn't matter what it is? I'm going to cite this example now so you understand. An average Nigerian who is an Imolite, that means he or she is from Imo State, would tell you that he knows why, or want to preempt you to know or to believe that he knows why Igbo people are killing Igbo people. This knowledge of knowing why Igbo people are killing Igbo people may not have started with them. It could be something somebody else says, but they will latch onto it. They will want to emphasize on it. Now, what you find is that both the person that is sharing the information and the one who is seeking to emphasize on it have wishes in their hearts they want to accomplish. There is something in their hearts they want to happen badly. So anything they see, they would want to read it to correspond with their evil wishes. Now, in this instance, somebody in this mode who just wants their wishes badly to come through would ignore what led Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to flag up ESN to defend the land of indigenous people of Biafra. They will ignore it. They would ignore the influx of terrorists, the influx of all manner of evil people whose intention is to come and take over the lands of indigenous people and make it theirs. They would ignore it completely. They will ignore everything. For example, that the federal terrorist government in Nigeria are planning in terms of taking over the land for the Fulani. They will ignore that those were the things that preempted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to flag up Eastern Security Network to stay in the bushes and protect our lands, protect our women from being raped, protect our women, children, men to be killed, protect our farmers and protect our farms from starvation, because everybody could see that there was the movement and agenda of Ruga, destruction of people's farm, killing, raping, and all sorts of pillaging going on. Such people would ignore it. They will also ignore the fact that Fulani have raised up stooges in Igbo land as well as Biafran land to help carry out this agenda. They would ignore the fact that these stooges had to set up their own local vigilante group called Ebubago and whatever else to now start fighting ESN, Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network primarily are Biafrans. So some of them are Igbo, and the other Biafran communities made up Eastern Security Network. Now these stooges also recruited Igbos and other Biafrans who are desperate to feed, who are desperate to have something they will call work, and desperate for a little bit of power that is given to them by God, to now go, not to go and fish out and stop the foreign invaders, but to now fight against ESN. That simply means that these local vigilantes set up by the stooges of the Fulani will now aim to kill fellow Biafrans, fellow Igbo. Can you see? Now, these people will ignore this fact. They will also ignore the fact that even with the local stooges who are put in place by Fulani, have other political opponents fighting them for different political reasons. And these political opponents have also set up their own errand boys and armed them to make the government of the stooges unsuccessful. So you now have multiple agents at work, and these are all locals. Anybody with a sane brain could easily now see that just with this little combination, okay, you can see the reasons why Igbos are killing Igbos, Biafrans are killing Biafrans very easily, just by this real combination that every sane brain would easily understand. Forget about the terrorists that have been embedded into the army and law enforcement agencies who are also operating. It is all glory to Almighty that one of the DSS members who was operating as unknown gunman was shot dead, and his identity card was identified on him to be actually a federal agent working as an unknown gunman. So now you have all manner of people killing themselves, creating the chaos, yeah? But to the person who wants to latch onto something in order to criminalize a particular group, or at least wants to make sure that his wishes in terms of those that they don't like, to just trying to criminalize those people, they'll come on air based on whatever they have heard or what they are thinking and say, now I know who is doing more of the killing, or I know who is responsible for the killing in Igbo land. The truth is that with this multiple crisis going on, and with the fact that there is no credible judicial system, there is nothing there where people can say objectively there is a data, okay, or data where there is clear documentation as to who is being killed in Igbo land by Fulani terrorists, by IPOBs, by ESN, by unknown gunmen, by... There is no such thing, but somebody is claiming that he knows who is doing more of it. That tells you everything you want to know. And then another person who heard that now says, now we know who is responsible for all the killing in Igbo land or all the killing in Biafra. These are the evil wishes of people's hearts, which they now want to convey as a reality. And they can't, they're so desperate for it to be seen as a reality. They can't wait to, they're praying for something to happen so that their respective, subjective wishes can come true. Suddenly, they might start telling you that they can prophesy because they saw it. Now, I'm just talking about ordinary people in Nigeria. Now, let alone the so-called prophets. Majority of the people claiming to be prophets in Nigeria are only signposting their dire wishes and claiming that God told them. They won't tell you that this is how they feel. They won't tell you that this is what they would like to see happen. They won't even tell you that their own spirit is telling them that, because everybody's spirit might be propelled by anything. They will tell you that God told them, because they can't wish for their wishes to come through and then for them to guarantee that they were talking to God. These are all liars. They are so desperate to win souls that will come and give them donations, that will keep looking for them so they can prophesy. When we know that prophecy is not something that you predict. The prophetic messages are not things any prophet can control. We know that. But these ones want you to they want to affirm their wishes. They want to make sure there is credibility accompanying and backing up their wishes. And they are praying and hoping in gamble that those wishes will come through, though they can confirm to you that they really spoke to God. I'm not going to take too much of your time. If you haven't understood what I'm saying to you, then you're not yet human. And your spirit is yet undeveloped. You're just operating on the physical realm only. And the physical realm is so weak, so vulnerable, so limited, and very blind indeed. On that note, I wanted to keep it short. I thank you.
So, my Corellistic people, that bring us to the end of this update. Do well to like this video, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.